Okay, so finally I have decided to clean my PCV system since after making the globe test I saw it blowing instead of sucking. Let's put it like that. But I have even bought everything from IPD, but now that I think, I see that this oil trap is so big that I really refuse to believe that this is really clogged, okay? So I'm going to take a shortcut and give it a try, and instead of messing with changing this, I'm going to simply clean all the hoses, replace the flame trap, this little hose here, this T-joint, well, basically everything. I had even bought 3 or 4 O-rings for the oil trap, thinking that maybe I was going to end up like taking one from the car, cleaning with solvent the old one, and basically exchanging from one to another every 2 or 3 years. But anyway, I'm going to go with the easy way, but because I refuse to believe something as big as this, it's completely clogged. I believe if you have positive pressure, most reasonably is because you have your hoses and all those nipples you have in the intake, in the throttle body clogged, and not this big thing, okay? So I give it a try. If it doesn't work, I have to go for the hard shop and replace the oil trap. And this time I'll try to be very descriptive, more like a step by step, because I believe this job is such a pain in the neck that basically everybody likes or is waiting for a detailed step by step on this. Anyway, I know that even without removing the oil trap, there are so many hoses. This is a mess that I'll have to start like removing this one here just to give more space, and then go into the one that is right below, and I'll be doing that like one by one. I know it's going to be a nightmare. Okay, step one of this little nightmare. Let's start removing some hoses to make our life easier. Look, this is brutal, but anyway, it is what it is. Okay. There it goes, the second one. And this is so hard. And this hose is really brutal, so I believe I'll try to replace it. It's hard plastic instead of a hose. And now the next step is to try to remove this nipple very carefully, because this is soft metal, to see if this is somehow clogged. It needs to be an 11, okay? Don't do it with a size that is not the proper one, because this is soft metal and you will end up deforming that, okay? But this is one of the things you need to check that are not clogged. As you see here, this is completely clogged, okay? You can't see anything through this. Okay, so this might be one of the things indicating that there's something wrong. You will end up needing to put like a little wire here and clean really well. I'm going to use fuel for this. So next step, follow where this vacuum hose goes, and literally goes right here. You see there? This is that filter in the system, and this is coming over here. Okay, so I'll take it from there. Oh my god. Okie dokie. And here you have another very hard and most likely clogged hose. And it doesn't look original. This blue line, I don't know. Or maybe that's, I don't know, but it's hard as hell. So I'll try to replace it, not clean it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I don't know basically where this is supposed to go, but take a look to this. This is completely loose. It's not going anywhere. I don't know if you see it there. Look. You see there? It's not connected to anything. Oh my god, this is a mess. This might be the reason for first losing so much oil and having everything, sorry, not losing so much oil, but for if this is a vacuum leak, oh my god, this is not going anywhere. This is crazy. I know already that I'm going to end up regretting this, but long story short, this hose that I was showing is coming here to the intake, and the only way to take it out is losing that bolt and removing the hose. I know I'm going to end up regretting so hard because it's going to be a nightmare to put that hose back. But anyway, that's going to be my next step. And I'll try to film this, not for showing you guys, but because I want to remember how is that I move that. Okay, that hose. But this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm going to need to edit that. The hose is not going anywhere. That might be my vacuum leak and the reason why all this is a mess. An oily mess. Okay. Alright. Okay, filming because I want to remember what that nipple goes, in what direction, to put it in the same way. Okay, so the hose was basically like this, attached there from to the intake throttle, and this was pointing out towards the valve cover, let's say, and from there it goes up to the top with that little hose. In the same way this was clogged, take a look to this. Oh, isn't this nice? Look at this. Oh my god, I don't even think the real oil trap, I'm sorry, no, I keep saying oil trap, I mean the big catch can is clogged, because being this so clogged, how is that there can be more oil there? Okay, there you have it, completely clogged up. It's a mess. This I'm going to clean and save it, just in case I don't get in the future. But anyway, the kit I bought from IPD has a new one of these ones and a new one of this, the two of them. Now the real painful job, trying to understand where that should be attached, because it was completely loose. So I'll try to get that. I imagine that should go attached to this. But since I don't have it, it was lost at some point, or it was disconnected from there. I need to get it from down in there. So I'll put you aside for a minute, and once I understand the next step, I'll go back to filming. And I found it. I found it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it there. Do you see that broken? Do you see that broken hose there? There it is. So it was completely disconnected. So it was maybe spitting oil to the atmosphere and gases, and basically also maybe provoking a vacuum leak or something like that. So that might be the reason for having that poor gas mileage. So I need to try to get that hose from there and attach the new one from IPD. So here you have a good peek of that hose. I don't think I'm going to be able to film while I take this hose out, and I hope I can then put the other one back. I'm starting to think that this is going to be a nightmare. All right. Okay. And I see there how it goes to the bottom. Okay, that will help me. The problem I have now is that although I know what I need to do, I need to take that out. I don't have room for reinstalling it, so I can use a plier for take that brutal piece of hose out, but how do I finagle the new one in? So I'm going to need to take this one. I need to take this hose out of the way so that I can do it through here. I don't know, that's what I'm imagining. Okay, this hose is out, so I try to move it a little bit out of the way. Just a little bit, to give me enough room there to put my hand. I have also taken the transmission dipstick and the oil dipstick out to give me more room. And the other thing you can do is you can take injector wire off, number 4 injector. That gives you more room as well. Oh, this is going to be hard because I have that fuel line in the middle. And this is how the hose was. This is not how I broke it, trying to remove it. This is how it was. It was completely detached. Imagine, this is how it should be. This is how it was. Okay, so long story short, the quick tip there for reattaching without taking anything, for reattaching it to the oil catch can, is basically to lube outside from that box and inside from the hose, and that will help you. So now soaking that big hose in fuel, the little one, and that nipple, and that T thing into fuel as a solvent, but I don't think it's clogged because I saw fuel coming from one extreme to the other pretty easy. But anyway, I'll soak it a couple of minutes and then I'm going to blow some air through it, and if I find like a little hose like this one, I'll just change it and replace it. For this nipple, use some little nail and some fuel and try to clean it. Take a look to the color of this. Okay, this is light blue fuel and it's completely brownish. I don't know if the camera can show it. Take a look to the color. It's brownish. So all these components are clean, having been used fuel, and now I'm going to just protect them with this. I know this is more for tires and everything, but I heard a lot of people who had good results as a rubber protection. So I sprayed a coat of this as a way of trying to avoid this breaking until I order new ones. Okay, so time to start putting this back. Okay, so it's going well by hand. I don't think I'm cross-threading this. Okay, remember this is adjusted with the 11 millimeters wrench.